Hello, everybody. This is Game God Fluent, and I'm bringing you episode 37 of Let's Play Age of Fear 4: The Iron Killer. We've completed both DLCs. A few notes before we start. If we go to the recruiting troops, there's a new skill in the game called Camouflage. And what is Camouflage? Well, it's very cool. Camouflage is a skill where you can shoot from invisibility state and not break your invisibility. So Dryad Huntresses have it, Goblin Assassins and Rangers have it, and now the Sniper Pistol has it. Let's take a look at that Sniper Pistol. It had a major overhaul. +2 attack range, sniper shot long range, triple damage ranged, and camouflage. Right on the skill. Range attacks don't break invisibility. Very cool. So let's, I'm not going to equip it. I'm going to keep my Tesla pistol with 5 strikes on it. And double chance for criticals. And, I guess we still get double damage. Medium range. Okay. Alright, so we are going to continue the story today. Everyone has their proper potions, right? Yep. So let's head to the map. Your seat out for fishermen, pull up some stuff, quality sword and some seashells. Let's head to the next story mission. Welcome home.
Once again, Angela spots the steeple of the Millicent Cathedral peeking above the trees, signaling that the long journey back to the Holy Church is nearing its end. Angela breathes a sigh of relief and picks up the pace. Her expectation for an atmosphere of serenity is struck down in an instant, and a wave of alarm washes over her when she notices the front doors of the cathedral are broken down. From within, the sounds of smashing, crashing, and terrified screams.
Uh-oh.
Angela sprints to the doorway and gasps at what she sees. In a synchronized march, a gang of iron golems are closing in on Father Johnny. To have caught the ambush when she did means the mechanical assassins must have arrived only a moment before her. The cathedral is empty, but for the iron golems in the high. Cornered, he tries to take cover behind an overturned pew, but the nearest iron golem knocks it away with a swift kick, leaving the high priest completely exposed and cowering with his hands up. He locks his petrified eyes onto Angela.
And we have a battle. Angela, my child, save me, save me! Father, hang on! Oh! What's going on? Is that the high priest? These iron golems are ripping the cathedral apart. We have to stop them. Alright, iron golems and some armored guardians. So let's see, what's our best bet? Survey. I can't actually click anything. I guess end turn. Deploy turn Iron Killer. Well, this episode may be short because I don't think I can't click on anything. There we go. Okay, we didn't have a deployment stage. Father Jonah's gonna die quickly. Angela. Father, no! Target eliminated. Oh. This is not good. Alright, let's go ahead and shooty. Let's bring our Kraken up here. Frankie, only a 10% chance of hitting. Shoot.
I'm a pistol packing mama. You're gonna want to stay on my good side. Welcome to the gun show.
It's only doing 1 damage for some reason.
You disgust me.
Let's go with another chain lightning.
What is it?
Oh, nice. Bzzz. Breaking you open's going to feel like a piñata. Do tell, what prizes are you hiding in there? It's been Crab God over. Shoot.
You just made a big mess.
Shoot.
Shed a little skin, shall we? You just made a big mistake.
Alrighty. Alright, Angela cannot shoot. She's got a... Let's go ahead and heal Survey.
Anything you say.
My sound has went away for some reason. How about a rune of lightning?
Be quick, please. What do you require?
You... Freezing tornado on those characters.
Something fishy going on here.
Crab God, continue your ascent. Angela. Should I use my time substance?
Yes?
Oh, she acted stupidly there. I did not point her there. Okay. Maybe I should have used my time substance. Good, more targets. My Kraken only a 10% chance though. Crab God. Nice. Now, Zell, how about another chain lightning?
What is it?
Scrunch. Power down. Time to offline the rest of you metal maniacs.
Pucker up for a good night hiss. Let's shed a little skin, shall we?
Step away and use a vial of blood or demon's blood.
I'm a sophisticated woman.
Angela, shooty shoot. How about an ice shard at you?
Hey, sailor.
Cool. So far, so good. Only a few left. Oh no, don't target him. Crab god.
You disgust me. Pucker up for a good night hiss. Let's shed a little skin, shall we? You disgust me.
Little chain lightning there.
Woman.
For some reason we've lost sound. Did I mention that already? Heal Budamayor. And turn. 3 enemies left.
Let's shed a little skin. You disgust me.
Be quick, please.
Okay.
I'm a pistol packing mama. Welcome to the gun show.
Got him. Sapphire. Gold. Anti-magic shield. Staff of striking. And sulfur.
The Millicent Cathedral is in ruins, and the High Priest lies dead. With tears welling up, Angela kneels down next to the crushed, bloody remains of the man who, despite all his flaws, dutifully watched over and cared for her.
Aww.
Nizelle stands a short distance away, expressionless. Angela utters a prayer under her breath and lays a handkerchief over the High Priest's face. After a moment of silence, she rises to her feet and dries her eyes.
No, you metal bastards, why? The murder of Yazgut I can understand. The killing of Grogan too. The attack on Indolf's casino follows the trend. And Balbus probably would have met his end by an iron golem if he hadn't insisted I do it first. But Father Jonah, it doesn't add up. Why would he have been the target of the Iron Killer? Isn't it obvious, Angela? The High Priest must have been the last one of the Iron Five. It aligns with the rumors. What? Father Jonah is a crime lord? What are you saying? How could that be? You're far too trusting, Angela. The former leader of the Holy Council isn't everything you believed him to be. I've had my suspicions, but this attack proves it. Is it blind chance that the mysterious entity behind the realm's brothels operates under the pseudonym of Holy Man? Nazel, I don't know what to make of that. Sure, Father Jonah was a debaucherous dog, but a major hustler feeding the appetites of the criminal underworld? How can that be? I can see you're not willing to accept it. The truth isn't always easy to see, Angela, even when it's facing you head on. All these young nuns, constantly coming and going between convents. The perfect cover, wouldn't you say? Stop, Nazel, you've said enough. I need time to think. It's late and we're not going to get to the bottom of this tonight. Let's go over the facts again in the morning. Sorry, the volume was a little low. The Iron Killer. So that would be our next step. Let's head back to base. Frankie used a potion, so let's see if maybe we can craft him another Demon's Blood. Oh, we have Demon's Blood, okay. No one else used any potions. Is Octo maxed out? Yeah. You got some XP. Curse, -3 attack. Yeah, let's get Curse. Lucy. If we upgraded to Sea Witch, she loses her healing. So that's not a good idea. Let's go ahead and save here. And I guess we can do the next step. Whatever it may be.
Stunned and exhausted by the events of the day, Angela leads Nazel to the church dormitories and leaves him on his own without a word. She returns to her bunk and collapses in a tired heap, but her mind refuses to give in to her body's fatigue. Hours of restlessness pass as Angela endlessly retraces the investigation. Could there be an overlooked detail or unrecognized connection that would reveal the identity of the Iron Killer? When sleep at last arrives, the mystery no closer to being solved, her dreams are a tortured mess of violence and confusion, as the whole of the adventure runs back and forth through her subconscious.
This is the final chapter of the campaign. It will not be possible to go back and play other levels until the final challenge is defeated. Are you ready to start the final chapter? Sure, solve the mystery of the Iron Killer.
When Angela awakens with the rising sun, she discovers Nazel's empty bed and his belongings all gone. Puzzled, she loops around the perimeter of the church grounds, but finds no sign of him. Angela shouts his name into the quiet morning air, hollering in all directions. Apart from the soft tweeting of birds, nothing arrives in response. She rushes to the bell tower to get an aerial view, but hope is rapidly vanishing. A sinking feeling in her gut is taking hold. Nazel may have deserted without so much as a word.
Nazel, where are you? Could he really have just vanished into the night? Why? We've searched everywhere. The garden, the library, the tombs. We cannot find him, Miss Angela. Checked all over. There are no tracks, no trace. Nazel is gone. I knew he had a stash of secrets up his sleeve, but a disappearing act? I don't know what to make of it. Coming, going, that's been his style, but to have left without a word? This doesn't feel right. I need to speak to Dad. Follow me, friends. It's not exactly the most marvelous attraction on dry land, but let me show you a piece from my past, a place from my past. Alright, time for an ad. If you guys are enjoying Age of Fear, we strongly encourage you to check out the other games in the series. They feature long story-driven campaigns with a selection of factions to choose from, all with unique units. Play as Indolf, a Black Knight in the Undead Legion with ambitions to build an empire of his own, alongside the young witch Lexa, set out on a lawless quest to plunder the realm. That's in Age of Fear 5. We play as Indolf and a young Lexa. Lexa, of course, from Age of Fear 3, the Forest Folk campaign, and Indolf from this campaign. Other Age of Fear games include The Undead King, Age of Fear 2 The Chaos Lord, Age of Fear 3 The Legend. Check those games out, they're well worth it. So clues, interesting. Let's check out the clues.
With the situation growing increasingly complex, Angela feels the need to recenter herself. She travels to the Hamlin Forest and, digging through her childhood memories, remembers the way to her family cottage, where her old life ended. The cottage still stands, but the passing of many seasons has left signs of wear. Angela wanders around the back and sees an enormous rose bush with a wooden cross, bearing the name Shella, planted in the ground before it.
Huh. You must have done that, Dad. Look at all these beautiful flowers. Mom would have loved them. Dad, I could really use you right now. Are you still out here?
Angela! My precious baby girl, how I've missed you. What are you doing here?
Daddy, I can't believe it. It's been so long. There's so much to tell you.
With a roaring fire going and a pheasant roasting on a spit, Angela fills Gunther in on everything that's happened during her adventures. From the young vampire slaying when she met Nizel, then to the grave robbers that led to Yazgut's fort, followed by the collapse of the Hellhammer Keep. Then it was the attempted hijacking by Bulbus, followed by razing of Indolf's casino, down to the destruction of the Millicent Cathedral. Gunther listens intently. Together, they endeavor to sort out the mystery of the Iron Killer's identity from all of the clues Angela has gathered along the way.
Okay, I want to note here, I missed a clue or two. According to Les, the developer, I did not talk to a certain person at the casino. I didn't realize it. So I do not have all the clues. If you have all the clues, you can actually play as the Iron Killer, apparently. But anyway, let's continue. And that's where we're at on the trail of the Iron Killer. Now with Nazel's disappearance, I don't know what to make of any of it.
This is quite an adventure you've had, my child. Think, who could be behind the Iron Golems?
I just don't know, Dad. There's a lot to try and stitch together.
Let's start with your companion, this Nazel. Where has he gone? Is there any reason to believe he's involved somehow?
It's an idea. He had a way of being conveniently absent at several points, but he fought with me against every Iron Golem we ran across.
This certainly adds to the mystery. There must be something in your notes. Think, my child, think.
There must be something in your notes, think, my child, think. The options below depend on the clues you gather through your journey. All clues must be found to find Nazel. I just don't know. End game. Or Angela and Gunther will follow the trail. Half of the clues must be found. So let's solve the mystery of the Iron Killer.
What's the story behind this hunk of metal you've been carrying?
Ah, this chunky thing? It broke free from an Iron Golem. The one that did a serious number on Yazgut's fort.
That's a curious rune carved into the surface. It must be some sort of signature left by the craftsman. Have you come across that symbol anywhere since?
Have I? Let me think. Wait, something just sparked. Dark Castle, Indolf's casino.
Casino? My darling, what were you doing in a rat's nest like that? Did I not raise you better?
Give me a break, Dad. I'm not a little girl anymore. I can bloody well go to the casino anytime I'd like. And it was clearly part of the investigation.
Okay. I'll do my best to suppress my fatherly reflexes. So, my beautiful, pure-minded daughter, you encountered this symbol in a filthy casino of criminal degenerates, yes?
Well, sort of. I only caught the briefest glimpse after he'd rolled up his sleeves, but there was an odd tattoo on Nazel's wrist.
A tattoo, you say? What did the marking resemble?
Well, a heck of a lot like this carved rune, now that I think about it.
If true, my dear, there may be more than a mere coincidence. This heart machine is a marvelous thing. Where did you find it, my dear?
Sure is a beauty, huh? I snatched it from that workshop in Grogan's Keep while it was collapsing around us.
Ah, the result of dwarven tinkering. That explains it. And you say Grogan was attacked just like the rest.
That's right, struck down in his own home by an iron golem intruder. Got to be buried with his gold, at least.
A tragic end. If I were to venture a guess, this gadget must be an accessory for a golem.
That sounds plausible, but there was nothing else to suggest he and his crew were the ones who were crafting these killer constructs. Why build this?
For a hefty enough sack of gold, I wager a corrupt dwarf like Grogan would have done anything for anyone.
His lads weren't so keen on strangers coming around for tea. If Grogan was merely fulfilling an order, the buyer would need to be someone familiar within the criminal underground.
Could it have been another crime boss?
We're rapidly running out of those. Also, apart from Grogan's, I can't imagine any criminal faction capable of churning out golem assassins.
True, but if there were a crooked engineer or a sorcerer or a man of science...
Wait, what did you say? A man of what?
You mentioned something about that bumbling Cyclops having seen one of the monstrosities wandering about, didn't you?
Oh, you mean Brilliant Balbus? He sure did, and he kindly pointed us in the direction of the beachside location where he spotted the thing.
Might you have found anything of interest there, my dear?
Yeah, a rather telling set of footprints dried into the mud, big ones. Quick bit of underwater reconnaissance revealed a few more of them leading in from the sea.
So you say there were footprints under the water's surface?
That's right, Dad. These things are solid metal, no doubt they sink like stones.
Traveling undetected among the seafloor, how cunning. There are many remote islands dotted about the King's Sea. If the Iron Killer is indeed headquartered out there, finding the right isle may be a challenge.
But at least we have something to go on. Hey, maybe we can catch a lift courtesy of our sea-loving associates. What do you guys think? If need be, could we all go for a cruise? Lots of room on the back of an octopod.
Glub.
Perfect, that takes care of that.
Has anyone given you any pointers about where the killer might be hiding?
Other than the barkeep at the Brass Shield Inn?
Yes, other than that. Wait, what have you been doing hanging around there?
You're ridiculous, Dad. So your daughter hunting the undead doesn't make your hair bristle, but the thought of her sipping on a pint does?
I can't help it, my dear.
Deep breaths, look away from the moon, back on topic, ahem. Now, I'm not sure how much of this tale was ale and how much was the truth. There was a man who recounted a memory of his island community getting sacked by sea people raiders.
Your Finn friends, they seem as gentle as well-mannered as anything native to dry land.
Excuse me. I know, right? Hard to imagine them rampaging about and indiscriminately laying waste to fishing villages. But that wasn't the interesting part of his story.
Oh?
He said the waters around his hometown island were red like blood, and it wasn't to do with the massacre.
Red, you say? By some natural phenomenon?
Presumably. I don't know if that's in any way connected to the Iron Killer, but it's so strange that I had to mention it.
When I was a boy, a runoff from the mountains during the rainy season would take on a color. We were told it was tainted by the mine. That man's hometown may have been sitting on massive mineral wealth, enough to dye the seas.
Mineral wealth, eh? Well, whoever's building those iron golems would need a healthy supply of one ingredient more than any.
That they would. Think back on your journey, Angela. There's bound to be something in your memories waiting to be uncovered. It might not have seemed odd at the time, but...
You know, there's one thing that struck me as odd.
Oh, do tell, my dear, what happened?
We saved the skin of a pretty boy knight who bit off a little more green than he could chew. As a show of gratitude, he brought us to his estate. Turns out his wife has wings. Paladins these days. They're supposed to protect us from evil, not shack up with it. Anyhow, his succubus lady friend was cordial enough and we got to talking. She mentioned something curious. Dad, do you know the The demonic tongue is used to order golems about?
News to me. Where did that conversation go?
Well, oddly enough, Nazel butted in. He volunteered that he speaks it.
What? Nazel is fluent in the language of demons?
He claimed to, at least. Said it was a common subject back in his heady schoolboy days or something.
Your former travel companion may be more than meets the eye, my dear.
That's what I said. We're of one mind, Dad. Only mine's perhaps a touch less hairy than yours.
You've cracked it, Angela. There's no doubt about it. Nazel is the Iron Killer. That was a heck of a story.
Baron Horatio is consumed by regret. Alright, let's have the mermaid sing to him. Good to know. Alright, so an island. Cruel Island. We're going to save here and call it an episode. Next time we head to the island. Very cool. And I think we wrap up the game. Probably in the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, stay tuned for more. I'm probably going to take a little break from Age of Fear as I play some other games that I've been wanting to try, but I will return with Age of Fear 2, the Chaos Lords, and I'll be playing the Greenskins campaign soon enough. So stay tuned for that, and check out my other videos on my channel. I'm doing lots of RPGs and stuff. But yeah, we'll wrap this up next time. Much love, peace, and joy to you, and see you then. So long.